Lesson 1: Money is not everything.
Hey Anna, have you ever heard the saying that money is everything?
Yes, I have. But I don't believe it's true. Money is important, but it's not everything.
Why do you say that?
Well, think about it. Money can buy you material things like a car or a house, but it can't buy you happiness or good health. And those things are ultimately more important than material possessions.
I see your point, but money certainly makes life easier. It can help you pay for education, travel, and experiences that enrich your life.
Yes, that's true. But there are also other ways to achieve those things without a lot of money. For example, you can learn new skills online for free or explore your local area and find new experiences.
I guess you're right. Money isn't everything, but it sure does help.
Of course, it does. But we have to be careful not to let money become the sole focus of our lives. We should strive to have a balance between financial success and personal fulfillment.
That's a good point. It's important to remember that money is just a tool to help us achieve our goals, not the end goal itself.
Exactly. And if we focus too much on money, we might miss out on the things that truly matter in life, like relationships, personal growth, and making a positive impact on the world.
I agree. Thanks for sharing your perspective, Anna. It's always good to have a reminder that there's more to life than just money.
Lesson 2: Big Lottery Jackpot.
Hey Anna, have you heard about the big lottery jackpot that's up for grabs?
Yes, I have. It's hard to miss with all the buzz around it.
I know, right? I can't help but imagine what I would do if I won.
It's fun to dream, but you know the odds of winning are incredibly low, right?
Yeah, I know, but someone has to win eventually, right?
That's true, but the chances of winning are so slim that it's not really worth getting your hopes up over.
I guess you're right. But still, imagine all the things you could do with that kind of money.
Sure, the possibilities are endless, but winning the lottery can actually cause more problems than it solves.
How so?
Well, for one, sudden wealth can be overwhelming and lead to poor decision-making. People who win the lottery often end up losing it all because they don't know how to manage their money properly.
I see your point, but I think I would be different. I would invest wisely and make sure I don't blow it all on frivolous things.
That's a good plan, but winning the lottery can also bring unwanted attention and even danger. People might come out of the woodwork asking for handouts or trying to take advantage of you.
I never thought about that. But still, it would be nice to have financial security and not have to worry about money.
I understand that, but there are other ways to achieve financial security without relying on a lottery jackpot. You can save and invest wisely, live within your means, and make smart financial decisions.
You're right. Winning the lottery might seem like a shortcut to financial success, but it's really just a pipe dream. I should focus on building my wealth through hard work and smart choices.
Exactly. And who knows, with enough dedication and discipline, you might be able to achieve your financial goals without relying on a stroke of luck. Lesson 3: Property Insurance.
Hey Anna, I was just thinking about property insurance. Do you have insurance for your home?
Yes, I do. It's important to have insurance in case something unexpected happens.
That's what I was thinking. I don't have insurance yet, but I'm considering getting some. What kind of coverage do you have?
I have a comprehensive policy that covers damage to my home and belongings from things like fire, theft, and natural disasters.
That sounds like a good policy to have. How much does it cost?
It depends on a few factors, like the value of your home and the level of coverage you want. I pay about $100 a month for my policy.
That's not too bad. I think it's worth the investment for the peace of mind it provides.
Absolutely. Without insurance, you could end up losing everything you own in the event of a disaster or accident. It's better to be safe than sorry.
That's true. But what if I never have to make a claim? Wouldn't that be a waste of money?
It might seem like a waste if you never use it, but insurance is really about protecting yourself from the unexpected. You never know when something might happen, and having insurance ensures that you're prepared for whatever comes your way.
That's a good point. I guess I never really thought about it that way. Thanks for explaining it to me, Anna.
No problem, John. It's always good to be informed about these things, especially when it comes to protecting your assets and financial well-being.
I think I'll start looking into getting insurance for my home. Thanks again for your advice.
You're welcome, John. And if you need any help or have any questions along the way, feel free to ask me. Lesson 4, Studying Abroad.
Hey Anna, have you ever considered studying abroad?
Yes, I have. It's something I've always been interested in, but I haven't had the opportunity to do it yet.
I feel the same way. I think it would be an amazing experience to study in a different country and immerse myself in a new culture.
Definitely. Studying abroad can broaden your horizons and give you a unique perspective on the world. Plus, it can be a great opportunity to learn a new language.
I agree. But at the same time, it can be pretty expensive to study abroad, right?
It can be, but there are also a lot of scholarships and grants available for students who want to study abroad. You just have to do your research and apply for them.
That's true. And I think the benefits of studying abroad outweigh the costs. It can help you stand out to employers and give you valuable skills and experiences.
Absolutely. And it's not just about the academic benefits. Studying abroad can also be a great way to make new friends and experience different cultures.
I definitely want to do it, but I'm a little nervous about being so far away from home.
That's understandable, but it's also part of the adventure. You'll have to navigate new surroundings and learn to be self-sufficient, which can be a great learning experience.
That's a good point. I think I'm ready for the challenge.
That's great to hear. Just make sure you do your research and plan ahead so that you have a successful and enjoyable experience.
I will. Thanks for your advice, Anna. I'm excited to start exploring my study abroad options.
You're welcome, John. I look forward to hearing about your adventures abroad. Lesson 5, Which way do you think we should go?
Hey Anna, we've been hiking for a while now and we've reached a fork in the trail. Which way do you think we should go?
That's a tough decision. The trail to the left looks more challenging, but it also offers a better view. The trail to the right looks easier, but it might not be as interesting.
Yeah, I'm torn between the two. I want to challenge myself and see the view, but at the same time, I don't want to overexert myself.
I understand. It can be difficult to make a decision like this, but I think we can come to a compromise. How about we take the trail to the left on the condition that we take it slow and take breaks if we need to?
That sounds like a good compromise. I want to push myself, but I also don't want to put myself in danger.
Exactly. And if we find that we're not enjoying the trail or it's too difficult, we can always turn back and take the easier route.
That's a good point. We don't have to commit to one path the whole way through.
Exactly. It's important to be flexible and adaptable when hiking, especially when there are unknown factors like weather and trail conditions.
I agree. And I think it's good that we can communicate and come to a decision together.
Yes, communication is key when hiking with others. It's important to make sure everyone is comfortable and on the same page.
Thanks for your help, Anna. I feel better about our decision now.
No problem, John. Let's enjoy the hike and take in the beautiful scenery. Lesson 6, DVD player.
Hey Anna, do you still use a DVD player?
No, I don't. I haven't used one in years.
Me neither. It seems like DVDs and DVD players are becoming more and more outdated.
Yeah, it's true. With the rise of streaming services like Netflix and Hulu, people are less reliant on physical media like DVDs.
And even if you do have a DVD, most laptops and computers these days don't even come with a DVD drive.
That's right. It's just not a very practical or convenient technology anymore.
It's kind of sad, though. I have a lot of fond memories of going to the video store and picking out a movie to watch with friends or family.
I know what you mean. But the convenience and ease of streaming services has really changed the way we consume media.
That's for sure. And it's not just movies and TV shows. Even music has shifted to digital formats like Spotify and Apple Music.
It's true. The way we consume media is constantly evolving, and it's important to keep up with the latest technology and trends.
I agree. But at the same time, it's important to remember and appreciate the past and the technology that got us to where we are today.
Absolutely. DVD players and DVDs might be outdated, but they played a significant role in the development of home entertainment technology.
That's a good point. And who knows, maybe one day DVDs will make a comeback like vinyl records.
Anything is possible. But for now, I think it's safe to say that DVDs and DVD players are a thing of the past. Lesson 7. Do you like roses?
Hey Anna, do you like roses?
Yes, I love roses. They're one of my favorite flowers.
That's great. What is it about roses that you like?
I think they're beautiful and have a lovely fragrance. Plus, they come in so many different colors and varieties, so there's always a rose that suits any occasion.
That's true. I've always associated roses with love and romance, but they can also be used for other purposes like decoration or even cooking.
Yes, roses have been used in cooking and perfumes for centuries. They have a delicate and sweet flavor that can add a unique touch to dishes.
I never knew that. Do you have any favorite rose recipes?
One of my favorites is rose petal jam. It's a sweet and fragrant jam that's perfect for spreading on toast or scones.
That sounds delicious. I'll have to try it sometime. Do you have any tips for growing roses?
Sure. Roses can be finicky plants to grow, but with the right care and attention, they can thrive. They need plenty of sunlight and well-drained soil, and they should be watered regularly.
That's good to know. Do you have any favorite types of roses?
I love all types of roses, but if I had to choose, I would say my favorite is the English rose. They have a beautiful fragrance and come in a range of soft colors.
They sound lovely. I'll have to look into getting some for my garden.
I highly recommend it. Roses can bring so much beauty and joy to a garden or home, and they're a timeless symbol of love and affection.
Thanks for sharing your love and knowledge of roses with me, Anna. You've inspired me to appreciate them even more.
You're welcome, John. I'm always happy to share my love of flowers with others. Lesson 8: The Importance of Crocodiles.
Hey Anna, have you ever thought about the importance of crocodiles in the ecosystem?
Yes, I have. Crocodiles play a vital role in the food chain and help maintain a healthy balance in the ecosystem.
That's right. They are apex predators and help control the population of other animals, like fish and mammals.
Exactly. And they also help keep the waterways clean by feeding on dead or dying animals.
I never thought about that. Crocodiles are also an important part of some indigenous cultures and have a cultural significance.
Yes, that's true. In some cultures, crocodiles are revered as sacred animals and are believed to have spiritual powers.
It's amazing how much impact one animal can have on an entire ecosystem. But unfortunately, crocodiles are often hunted for their skin and meat.
Yes, that's a big problem. Overhunting can lead to a decline in crocodile populations, which can have a ripple effect on the entire ecosystem.
That's why it's important to protect and conserve crocodile populations, not just for their own sake, but for the sake of the entire ecosystem.
Absolutely. And conservation efforts can also help promote sustainable tourism, which can benefit local economies and communities.
That's a good point. By protecting crocodile populations, we can not only preserve an important part of the ecosystem but also support local communities and economies.
Yes, exactly. It's important to remember that everything in the ecosystem is interconnected, and protecting one species can have positive effects on the entire ecosystem.
Thanks for sharing your knowledge and insight, Anna. I have a newfound appreciation for crocodiles and their role in the ecosystem.
You're welcome, John. It's always important to learn about and appreciate the natural world around us. Lesson 9: The latest electric fans.
Hey Anna, have you seen the latest electric fans on the market? They have some pretty cool new technology.
No, I haven't. What kind of technology are you talking about?
Well, some of them have features like voice control and smart home integration. You can control the fan with your voice or through an app on your phone.
That sounds pretty convenient. What else?
Some of them also have air purifying capabilities, which can help improve indoor air quality. And they have different speed settings and oscillation modes for customized comfort.
Wow, that's really impressive. I never knew electric fans could have so many features.
And they're also more energy efficient than traditional fans, which can save you money on your electricity bill.
That's great to hear. It's important to be mindful of our energy consumption and look for ways to reduce our carbon footprint.
Absolutely. And with the rise of smart home technology, it's becoming easier to control and monitor our energy use.
It's amazing how much technology has advanced in recent years. Who would have thought that an electric fan could be so high-tech?
I know, right? It just goes to show that innovation can happen in even the most unlikely places.
And it's exciting to think about what other kinds of technology we might see in the future.
Definitely. I can't wait to see what's next. But for now, I think I'm going to look into getting one of these new electric fans with all the cool features you mentioned.
Sounds like a good idea. Let me know how you like it. Lesson 10. Our company server was hacked.
Anna, I just received an alert that our company server was hacked. What should we do?
Oh no, that's serious. We need to act quickly to prevent any further damage. Do we have a plan in place for this kind of situation?
Yes, we have a protocol for data breaches. But we need to make sure we follow it carefully and efficiently.
Okay, let's get started. The first step is to isolate the affected server and prevent any further access.
Right. I'll contact our IT department and have them take the necessary steps to isolate the server and secure our network.
Good. We also need to assess the extent of the breach and determine what data may have been compromised.
That's true. We need to know exactly what information was accessed and take steps to protect our clients' data.
And we need to notify our clients about the breach and provide them with information about what they can do to protect themselves.
Absolutely. We need to be transparent and proactive about the situation to maintain their trust and confidence in our company.
It's also important to conduct a thorough investigation to determine how the breach occurred and what we can do to prevent it from happening again in the future.
That's a good point. We need to learn from this experience and take steps to enhance our security measures.
It's a difficult situation, but we need to stay calm and focused to find a solution. We can't let this breach compromise our company's reputation and credibility.
I agree. Let's work together to address this issue and find a solution as quickly and efficiently as possible.
We will. And we'll make sure to keep all relevant parties informed and involved throughout the process. Lesson 11. Firefighter.
Anna, have you ever thought about becoming a firefighter?
Actually, I have. I think firefighting is a noble profession that involves a lot of bravery and dedication.
I agree. Firefighters risk their lives to save others and protect property. It's a selfless and honorable job.
Definitely. And they also have to be physically fit and mentally strong to handle the stress and demands of the job.
That's true. And they have to constantly train and stay up to date on the latest firefighting techniques and safety protocols.
And it's not just about fighting fires. Firefighters also respond to other emergencies, like rescuing people from car accidents or natural disasters.
That's right. They are often the first responders in emergency situations and play a critical role in saving lives and property.
It's a challenging and rewarding job, but it's not for everyone. You have to be able to handle intense pressure and make quick, effective decisions.
And you have to be willing to work long hours and be on call at all times.
But it's also a job that can provide a lot of fulfillment and a sense of purpose. You're making a difference in people's lives and contributing to the community.
I have a lot of respect for firefighters and the work they do. They're true heroes in every sense of the word.
I couldn't agree more. We should be grateful for their service and do what we can to support and honor them. Lesson 12. New bus route.
Anna, have you heard about the new bus route that's being added to our city's public transportation system?
No, I haven't. What's the new route going to be?
It's going to connect some of the outlying neighborhoods and provide more options for commuters to get around the city.
That's great news. I think having a strong public transportation system is important for reducing traffic and improving air quality.
I agree. And the new route will also make it easier for people without cars to access job opportunities and other important services.
Definitely. Do you know when the new route is going to start?
I think it's supposed to start next month. I'm excited to try it out and see how it affects my commute.
Me too. I hope the city continues to invest in public transportation and make it more accessible and convenient for everyone.
Yes, and I also hope they consider adding more bike lanes and pedestrian-friendly infrastructure. It's important to have a variety of transportation options that are safe and sustainable.
Absolutely. And with the rise of electric and hybrid buses, public transportation is becoming even more eco-friendly and efficient.
That's a good point. I think we should all do our part to support and use public transportation whenever possible.
Agreed. It's a small but important step we can take to reduce our carbon footprint and make our cities more livable and sustainable. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe our channel. Let's meet again in next our video.